You guys remember last year when this book Playground by Aaron Beauregard came out and it just went viral because it's like really fucked up and disturbing? So I read it and then he sent me a bunch of his other books, which I started reading as well, and I fucking love them. If you love splatterpunk though, like it's a very specific genre that is not for everybody. And to be honest, after reading a few of his books in succession, I had to take a break from splatterpunk for a little bit because it's a lot. That was until Aaron just sent me his newest book, Benjamin, which he wrote with Shane Mackenzie. And I finished reading it very quickly, and this book is just so unique in the way that it's told. So, Benjamin is about this really downtrodden, high crime town. The town itself kind of reminds me of like The Crow and like Repo, the genetic opera. Like, the town itself is really dystopian. There is an unequal distribution of wealth, a lot of poverty, a lot of crime. And we meet this man who has $100 bill, otherwise known as a Benjamin. And we follow this bill as it gets passed around to people throughout this town. And we just descend further and further into chaos and madness and crime and destruction. And the cool thing about this book, which is something I've never seen before, is every part has a QR code that goes along with it that shows you an animation. And the animation kind of like almost tells you what's going to happen in the next part of this book. Like it doesn't blatantly give it away, but after you've read that part and you think back on the animation, you're like, okay, that made sense. This was a perfect book for me to get back into splatterpunk because compared to some of the ones that Aaron has written and I have read, it is more tame. And if you've read this book, that might sound fucked up because this is absolutely still a fucked up book. But it's not nearly as fucked up as some of the other ones. But I loved this book. It's really creative. I like that you follow a lot of different characters and their individual stories, but they all end up tying together. And again, it's just really cool and immersive and one of a kind, and I had never really seen anything like this done before. So, Benjamin by Aaron Beauregard and Shane Mackenzie, go check it out. You can get it on Amazon, and I'll tag Aaron here too.